Welcome back to the heart of celebrity storytelling. Welcome back to whatever you need. We are the premier destination for those who crave more than just the headlines, for those who seek the heartbeat behind the fame. If you are new here, consider this your invitation to the inner circle. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat of the drama, the romance, and the truth. For our most dedicated viewers, we have the join button below. Clicking that not only supports our in-depth reporting but welcomes you into our exclusive community of supporters. Today we are turning the page to a chapter that many thought was closed, focusing on a night of celebration that turned into a revelation for Turkish superstars Can and Demet. The evening was designed to be a sanctuary of joy, an intimate birthday gathering where the clamor of the outside world was silenced by the laughter of close friends. Can, the man of the hour, was surrounded by his chosen family, the atmosphere vibrating with the casual warmth of genuine camaraderie. However, the emotional barometer of the room shifted perceptibly, almost instantaneously, with the arrival of a solitary object. It was not the grandest gesture in terms of size, but its weight was undeniable. An attendee approached the actor, carrying a box wrapped with meticulous care in understated beige paper, bound elegantly by a single gold ribbon. Resting atop this parcel was a note, the handwriting on which caused a ripple of recognition among the sharp-eyed guests nearby. The inscription was poetic in its simplicity, "For you, who always brings light wherever you go." As Can's fingers worked the ribbon, a hush fell over the immediate circle. The anticipation was palpable, but nothing prepared the onlookers for the raw vulnerability that washed over the actor's features as the contents were revealed. Nestled inside, protected like a relic, was a hand-carved wooden figurine depicting two figures locked in an eternal embrace, a symbol of unity carved from the very grain of memory. Beside it lay an antique book, its leather cover worn by time, bearing a handwritten dedication that struck a chord deep within the actor's soul. "Happy birthday. No distance can erase what we've shared." The air in the room grew heavy with unspoken questions until a whisper from the background pierced the silence. "Is this from Demet?" Can offered no verbal confirmation, no nod, no denial. Yet, the sheen of tears in his eyes and the melancholic smile that graced his lips served as an answer far more eloquent than words. In that suspended moment, he whispered, almost to himself, "Some people are closer than you think, even if you can't see each other." That phrase alone is enough to send shivers down the spine of any true romantic. It raises a question we must ask you, the whatever you need community. Do you believe that emotional connections can truly survive physical separation and silence? Have you ever received a gift from the past that changed your present? We want to hear your stories and theories in the comments section. And if you are loving this deep dive into the lives of your favorite stars, please hit that like button. It helps us bring you more of the content you crave. The narrative did not remain confined to the four walls of the party. In the digital age, echoes travel at the speed of light. Mere hours after the intimate exchange, Demet took to her social media, posting a story that acted as a silent counterpart to the evening's events. The image was stark yet filled with meaning, a photograph of that very same book, closed, adorned with a single dried flower, a symbol of beauty preserved in time. Her caption was a masterclass in brevity, "The essentials are never forgotten." Fans, with their detective-like instincts, immediately connected the dots, weaving the two events into a tapestry of longing and remembrance under the trending hashtags of the night. According to a source deeply embedded in Can's inner circle, the arrival of the gift was a genuine shock to the actor. He had not anticipated any contact from Demet, let alone a gesture laden with such profound symbolism. It was a painfully intimate moment for him, the source confided. He retreated into himself, not wanting to discuss it openly, but his face was an open book. Later, he was seen placing the gift in his private dressing room, a sacred space reserved only for the items he values most in this world. This act of preservation speaks volumes, suggesting that the gift was not merely acknowledged but cherished. While Demet has maintained a public silence, avoiding direct statements, the media landscape has erupted with speculation. Is this the harbinger of a reconciliation? Or is it simply a peace offering, a bridging of the gap between two souls who once shared everything? Ken himself added fuel to this fire during the filming of his current series. In a candid moment with a colleague, he remarked, "Words aren't always necessary. Sometimes an object is enough to say what the heart keeps silent." This philosophical musing, leaked by a technician on set, was interpreted by the masses as a direct validation of the gift's origin and its impact. This is not the first time the orbit of these two stars has aligned in such a captivating manner. Their on-screen chemistry is legendary, a benchmark for romantic tension, but their off-screen dynamic has always been a fortress of privacy. This latest episode, however, has breathed new life into the hopes of fans desperate to see them reunited, if not in life, then at least in art. It brings to mind a quote from a past interview where Demet mused, "Perhaps life separated us so we could learn to see things from different perspectives." Today, those words resonate with a prophetic clarity. The days following the birthday were marked by a heavy, pregnant silence. Neither party offered further details, leaving the void to be filled by relentless media speculation. Online magazines began to spin theories of secret rendezvous, citing temporal coincidences, where Ken was spotted leaving a restaurant mere hours after Demet had been there with her team. While no photographic evidence of a meeting exists, the circumstantial evidence is tantalizing. Adding to the intrigue, a stylist wishing to remain anonymous revealed a fascinating detail about Demet's demeanor during those days. She was deeply pensive, lost in thought. She carried a small cloth bag everywhere, the very same bag she used to carry that specific book in years ago, back when they were filming together. The history of the book itself is a saga. Loyal fans resurrected memories of their shared past, recalling that during the height of their television partnership, Ken had gifted Demet that exact title with a note that read, "For when you want to remember what we were without words." The symmetry is blinding. During a recent live stream, a friend of Ken's inadvertently stoked the flames when asked if Ken read the birthday note aloud. He read it silently, the friend admitted, but his face spoke volumes. "I know him, and he only wears that kind of smile when something touches his soul." Further connecting the past to the present, astute followers dug up an old joint interview where both actors described one another with the phrase, "light on gray days." Compare that to the birthday note, "For you, who always brings light wherever you go," and the coincidence dissolves into deliberate intent. The story took yet another literary turn, when Demet was recently spotted in a second-hand bookstore, browsing the poetry of Rumi and Neruda, eventually leaving with a leather-bound journal. Theories exploded that she is documenting this new chapter, writing down the thoughts she cannot yet speak. When cornered by a journalist during a filming break this week, Ken offered a smile tinged with melancholy and a cryptic response, "Some stories don't end, they just rest for a while." Meanwhile, Demet posted a black and white image of a deserted beach at sunset, captioned simply, "Silence." While ambiguous, the comment section exploded with support, fans noting that feeling again doesn't mean going back, but recognizing what still lives within. Even the production crew on Ken's set has noticed a shift, describing him as more reflective, often gazing out windows as if waiting for a signal. Industry insiders are now whispering about a potential project reunion, with one digital platform producer admitting, "The public loves them. All that's left is for them to say yes." Are we witnessing the slow burn of a new beginning, or the graceful closure of a painful past? Ken and Demet have once again proven that the loudest messages are often sent without a single word spoken aloud. They have touched the hearts of millions with a simple wooden figure and an old book. What do you think lies ahead for these two? Is the book a closing chapter or a new prologue? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching Whatever You Need. If you enjoyed this exclusive report, please subscribe, like and share. And remember, for those who want to support us further, the join button awaits. Until next time, keep reading between the lines.